Orioles win the ball game 3-2. Big win for Baltimore. And Mike Mussina, who goes the distance tonight to pick up his 15th win of the year. Bill Wegman also going the distance for the Brewers, and he suffers the loss. His record now is 12-13. 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Orioles, 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Brewers. The Orioles tonight left 5 men on base, and the Brewers left also 5. And the Orioles are celebrating out on the middle of the field right now as 45,207 watch Baltimore beat the Brewers. Time of the game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. And Mussina, what a find he has been for the Orioles so far this year, as Mussina runs his record to 15-5. No final in yet on the Toronto-Texas game. The Rangers are at bat in the bottom of the 9th inning in Arlington, trailing the Toronto Blue Jays 7-5. And that is the first game of a doubleheader. So if Toronto holds on and wins that game with Tom Henke in there trying to nail it down, then the Blue Jays would maintain their lead at 3.5 over Baltimore, and that would drop the Brewers 6.5 games back, with one more game yet to be played in Texas tonight. So when the Brewers wake up tomorrow, if Toronto wins that first game, the Brewers would be either 6 games out or 7 games out. And tomorrow they have Jamie Navarro pitching here against Baltimore's Craig Lefferts. We told you we'd have Robin Yount after tonight's ball game, win or lose. We have not had a chance to talk to Robin since he got his 3,000th hit, but Dale Crandall's down there on the field right now with Robin, so let's throw it to Dale. Go ahead, Dale.
Well, I'm here with Robin Yount, and I know how this young man feels about winning and losing, and we're here to talk about a great accomplishment, but not in the best of moods right now, because this young man likes to win. There's no question about that. But Robin, this has been something that probably was more thrilling to you than you had anticipated, that big hit, the 3,000.
Well, it definitely was. Wednesday night was one of the most exciting nights I've had, you know, in my career. When I got the hit, it was right up there with, you know, with World Series and that kind of stuff. So it was very exciting. Was it more exciting? We're going to get a look at it here. Was it more exciting than you had anticipated, the reaction from your teammates and the fans? Oh yeah, I don't think you can anticipate, you know, something like that. It's not something that happens very often, and all along, you know, I never thought of it as being that, you know, that big of a deal. It was just you know, another hit to, you know, that was going to change a number, but it turned out to be a lot more than I ever expected. George Brett now is about ready to do it. Any advice for George? I don't know. You know, I guess just to enjoy it while it happens, you know, because I guess obviously it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing for a player, and so I wish him the best. I hope he does it soon. Well, good. Robin, we want to thank you. Robin Yount, who wanted to share with the television fans back in Brewer land that great moment. Thank you, Robin. Okay, Dale. Back up to Rory.
Okay, thank you very much, Dale, and thank you, Robin. The Orioles beat the Brewers tonight by a score of 3-2. We'll be right back with the Miller Lite Turning Point when we come back from Camden Yards. As you can tell, I think, by looking at Robin Yount after the ball game tonight, the euphoria from Robin's 3,000th hit has been erased. The Brewers have lost tonight's ball game to the Baltimore Orioles. Final score in the game is 3-2, and the final now from Texas, 7-5. The Toronto Blue Jays beat the Texas Rangers. So the Blue Jays have won the first game of that doubleheader in Arlington, Texas, and that drops the Brewers 6.5 games out in the American League East, and they also fall now 3 games behind the Baltimore Orioles as far as the battle for second place is concerned. The Blue Jays have one more game to play in Texas tonight. If they win, the Brewers would be 7 games out. If they lose, of course, the Brewers will be 6 games out. Tonight's game was one of those games that could go either way, really. The Brewers had a 1-0 lead. The Orioles tied it. The Brewers took the lead in the 6th inning, 2-1 on a wild pitch. That inning had started very promisingly for the Brewers. Paul Molitor's ground ball, hit and run single. It put runners at first and third with nobody out. The Brewers got the run on the wild pitch to go ahead 2-1. They had a chance to get some more, but Greg Vaughn at the plate with 1 out in that 6th inning. He bounces into a 6-4-3 double play. That is the Miller Lite turning point, because the Orioles came back after that double play to score 2 runs in the bottom of the inning, and the Brewers did not get another hit, as Mussina was tough through the 7th, 8th, and 9th. He gave up only the 1 2-out walk in the 9th inning to Greg Vaughn, and Baltimore wins it 3-2. We'll be back to wrap it up in a moment from Camden Yards. 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Orioles. They left 5. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Brewers. They left 5. The winning pitcher, Mike Mussina, is 15-5. The loser, Bill Wegman, now 12-13. 45,207 here at Camden Yards tonight. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Well, join us tomorrow night at 6 o'clock when the Brewers and Orioles play Game 2 of this 3-game series live right here on the Brewers Television Network. The Brewers will send Jamie Navarro after his 15th win. The Orioles will counter with left-hander Craig Lefferts. For Del Crandall and producer-director Gary Kirby, and for Robin tonight, this is Rory Marcus saying thanks for joining us from Baltimore, and good night.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball on Fox 24 is brought to you in part by Miller Lite, with smooth, refreshing taste that's less filling. It's everything you want a beer to be. Century Foods, good food costs less at Century. Midwest Express Airlines, the best care in the air. Lakeland Sports Center, where you can buy truck caps and boats factory direct. And by Bank One, we'll do whatever it takes.